The United States has announced a new military aid for Ukraine. It has also vowed to disrupt the Russia-Iran ties. A British envoy says that Moscow is seeking hundreds of ballistic missiles from Tehran and also offering a military support in return. The White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby has now expressed Washington's deep concern over the deepening defense partnership between Iran and Russia. He added that Washington was sending a $275 million aid package to Ukraine to strengthen its air defenses and drones as well.
So as Iran continues to suppress the anti-government protests over the mandatory dress code for women, a prominent Sunni cleric on Friday has said that the death sentence of a protester actually violates the Sharia law. The Maulvi Abdul Hamid has criticized the government over the execution of Mohsen Shekhari. On Thursday, the 23-year-old protester was in fact convicted of injuring a security guard with a knife and also blocking a street in Tehran. The Sunni cleric has said, and I quote, "When someone has not killed but only blocked a road and has injured a militia member with a knife, he cannot be put to death according to the Sharia." He also urged the government to listen to the protesters and to negotiate with the people of Iran.
American soccer journalist Grant Wahl has died while covering the World Cup in Qatar. He collapsed at the Lusail iconic stadium during the quarter-final match between Argentina and the Netherlands. He was rushed to the hospital, but it is unclear whether he died there or in transit. The 48-year-old journalist was a fierce critic of the World Cup, and he had been recently detained for wearing a rainbow shirt while covering the tournament. Grant Wahl's brother believes the journalist was killed.
Xi Jinping received a special welcome in Riyadh. His plane was escorted by Saudi jets spraying red and yellow smoke, the colors of the Chinese flag. The Saudi authorities pulled out all the stops. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman greeting Xi as he stepped out of his vehicle. During his visit, a raft of economic agreements were signed, totaling around $30 billion. The display of amity between MBS and the Chinese president is a blow for the U.S., whose relations with China have been strained in recent years.
South Korea moved up in the rankings to become the 8th largest arms exporter in the world. In a report released by the Korea Research Institute for Defense Technology Planning and Advancement on Friday, the country had a market share of almost 3% of global arms export from 2017 to 2021. Compared to the 5-year period from 2016 to 2020, South Korea's share grew by almost 180%, the highest growth among the top 20 arms exporters. The trend is likely to continue as Seoul's defense exports this year already reached $17 billion.
Just want to keep you abreast of a developing situation in the east of Germany. This is in the city of Dresden. It's far east of the country, quite near the border with the Czech Republic, where German police say a hostage situation is underway. Reports of shots being fired. Earlier this morning, police are urging people to avoid the city centre and have also ordered Dresden's Christmas market to remain closed.
The South African government has introduced a plan to decriminalize commercial sex, hoping to combat the growing violence against women. The legislation presented by the Justice Department suggested that offer and use of sexual services will no longer be treated as a crime. According to associations, the country has about 150,000 commercial sex workers, which is one of the countries with the world's largest HIV epidemic, has been hit by a wave of violence against women.